This is a hard thing for a 72-year-old to go through. There's a freezer right at the back door, and when I opened up, the wall was just a sheet of fire going up. And they said that's what happened, that the freezer had taken and set it on fire.
I just can't believe it's this bad. I just couldn't believe it took everything like it has.
The fire was about 2:20 in the morning.
Right.
And the fire started in the garage from a freezer.
Right.
The alarm, we installed it up in the attic over the garage. That's the alarm that went off, right?
Right. It was one just like this one.
Yeah.
And if it hadn't have been a loud one, she would never heard it, and I would never heard it anyway.
Right.
She woke me up, and she said something different from what I usually hear.
Yeah.
So she got me up, and I went out, and when I opened the kitchen door, there's just a wall of fire behind the freezer. And that's when I could hear this thing. It's just clanging like a fire truck almost, been clanging on it. So I know that this is what saved our life. And the thing I like about it is you don't have no batteries or no electric hooked up to it. It's you showed me how that it winds up, and because the electricity went off. That's the reason we lost the big dog, because it wouldn't raise the door up, and he just knew that one way out.
Well, Glenn, before these alarms were installed, you had the what kind of alarms?
Well, I had about 4 or 5 little First Alert and just different ones you buy at the stores and all, and we thought that was good. Because if she could take and be cooking something in the oven, it would go off, but we never could find them. They just melted. I never heard them at all. The fire went back, and it was back over top of the bedrooms and all. If we hadn't heard this, if she hadn't heard it, then we would have still been in the bed when the smoke and fire and everything like that come through. But now, after we got out, of course, we come out the front door. We didn't have to go out the back. But after we got out, I could hear them going off through the house. One in the living room went off, one in the family room went off, and you could hear them all. And then, see, there was 5 of these in there, and you had a couple of small ones that you put in there. And but I could hear all of them going off while I was outside watching the house burn down. Now, this is the one that was, hold on. This is the one that was in the bedroom, and you can see it's smoked up and melted and everything. But when you came in the other day, you know, you opened it up and reset it, and the dang thing worked again. But I was surprised because all the rest of them that I had that's anything plastic was just completely gone. And you can see how hot it got in that bedroom and all. That money spent for this saved our lives. And I'll say that I had the other alarms, and I figured, well, we ain't got to worry because we got alarms there now. The electricity was off when I got up and found the fire, because I couldn't let the door up to let the big dog out. And so the electric part of them, if you had hooked up to electric like these are hooked up to electric in some places, the electric was off, so I'm sure it wouldn't work. When we get the new home, you're going to replace them free of charge. This is in the contract with it.
Sure.
I think that's wonderful.
You and Marjorie aren't old yet, are you?
Well, right now we feel like it, but no, 72 I don't think is really that old. I figure I got a few years left.
Thanks to this fire protection, you guys are going to be around a lot longer.
Oh yeah.
What would you tell people out there that don't think that they're going to have a fire?
Well, they're like me. They don't think they will, which I never did think about that, because we had built our house and I knew what was in it and all. And but it's just something that you never know. It don't take but 5 seconds for it to start. After this, I couldn't be without them, and I don't think anybody else ought to.
My advice, get them put in quickly, because it takes more than you can imagine to wake you up. when you're sound asleep.
And not only just for the seniors, I think it actually, a young couple starting out or anything like that,
I do too.
anybody that has a home should have them,
And children.
and especially if
Right.
you got children in there. Because that's the first thing is you got to wake them kids up and get them out.